Hello, and welcome everybody. So my name is Master IT, and this is the first video I am posting online, introducing to you my ultimate jutsu. I'll be showing you how I use this particular jutsu of mine to make money from the market. So this right here is my jutsu. If you look right here, it shows you when the trend ends, when the trend starts, when to take your entries, where to exit. It even has an inbuilt SMC model in it. If you look closely, you will see that you have things here like change of characters, you have equal highs, and all of those things, they are all incorporated inside this particular jutsu. So this particular jutsu helps you trade the market in any time frame. So right here, the market got out of this zone right here, and then it came back and gave us this break, and immediately we would have taken the break right there, and we would have ride this trend right up to down here. So basically what we do is that we actually look for sell positions when we see the market cross above this red line right here, and then comes back down and break below this cloud, right? You see something like kind of like a cloud right here, right? So when the market breaks below it, like right here, we take our sell. And when we take our sell, what we are targeting now is we are targeting this lower line, right? We're targeting this lower line. So immediately as price touches the lower line, we get out of the trade immediately, and that's how we trade. So immediately as price breaks through this cloud right here, we take our entry right here. Our entry would have been right here, right? Our entry would have been right here, and then we would have waited for price to touch this lower line, this lower band, right? When price touches it, immediately we are out. Like right here, it touches it right here. So we would have scaled into some more positions, because you see price came down, did not touch, then reject back up and touch this red line up here. So we would have waited again for price to break through this cloud, and then we add more positions. So we would have entered another position right here, right there, and we would have added, we would have waited for it to touch this lower band as it did right here before we get our full take profit, right? That is how you trade the indicator. And then for a buy, what you need to do is to wait for the market to cross below this lower band, and then immediately it breaks it right here. You would have entered for a buy, right? You would have entered for your buy right here. You have entered for your buy right here, and then you wait for it to touch this red band right here as it did. So it touched it right here, and we would have been out of the trade with not so much profit, but at least we didn't take a loss, right? We did not take a loss. That is the power of my jutsu. You cannot lose. You cannot lose to the market. This jutsu is an ultimate jutsu. It is the Infinite Tsukuyomi Jutsu. It is the Infinite Tsukuyomi Jutsu. Now, if you see right here, we have a sell trade, right? Price breakthrough right here, up here, and then it gave us this break of this cloud going down. So we would have taken this trade right here. We've taken this trade right here, and our target is when price touches this red line below here immediately, and then we are out. So that is it. This particular jutsu works on all time frame. If you look carefully, you will see price breakthrough right here, and then it breaks again up here, breaks again up here, and then boom, we are going higher. Now another thing I want to tell you people, now if price breaks through this cloud impulsively like this, you don't need to panic. What you can do is, if you can be patient, enough to wait for price to retrace back into this cloud before taking your position, you will stand a very huge chance making a lot of money in it, right? So here is another example right here. Price breakthrough up here, and then it breaks down here, so we would have taken our entry right here. It came back up, then came back and break below, so we would have added more entries right here. it came back up again and then break below. Would have added more entries, but would have opted out of the trade right here. Now here's the thing: when you take your trade, right, when you take your trade, immediately you enter right here. Your stop loss should be up here. Your stop loss should be here. Your stop loss should be there, and you are not supposed to move your stop loss. You are supposed to risk. Like, you need, your risk management needs to be in, it needs to be very, very proper, right? If you're risking, let's say, $50 per trade, if you're risking $50 per trade, you know that you know how you manipulate your lot size and all of those things to make sure that you are risking $50 per trade. So it works on all time frame. Okay, this is the volatility 91S, and this is the 1 hour time frame. If you can see right now, the indicator printed break of structure going down, printed another break of structure going down again, making you to understand that this is a downtrend, right? This is a downtrend, right? At the start of it, it break right here, but it did not break this cloud below here, so we would have taken this sell. So we would have waited when it break again up above this band and then break down below the cloud. We would have taken our sell right here, and if you can see, price came back up, then break again, would have added more sales. It came back again up and then break again, added more sales, and it just kept going down, just kept going and going and going and going. So right here, it's giving us a buy, so we would have taken this buy right here, would have taken this buy right here. Our stop loss would have been down here, and we would have been waiting for this particular trade to play out. We are waiting for price to touch this band up here, and then we have been out of the trade. See that it works every time on all time frame. This is the 1 hour time frame. This is the 1 hour time frame, and it works perfectly well. So this jutsu, it is the ultimate jutsu. You don't need to waste your time learning so many SMC stuffs, all those things. You don't need to, right? You don't need to, but you don't have to, right? You don't have to, because this particular jutsu, it labels out everything for you, everything. This is the higher time frame change of character. It happened here, right? Making you to understand that the market is in a very strong reversal, uptrend reversal. So right here, after this break of structure right here, we had market came down here and then break again above the cloud right here. We break above the cloud right here, so we would have taken more positions right here, and we would have opted out of the trade right here, right here. So immediately it breaks again, we would have entered, and then we're opted out of the trade right here. So we would have waited again for price to come down, right? Come down and then break above right here. We're taking more positions. So it works on every market. This is boom and crash. This right here is boom and crash, you see. So price came down. Price came down here. This is boom 150. 15-minute price came down here, and it's pushing up. Immediately as it breaks through this cloud, we are entering. So if you wish to sell, so price came up right here, it breaks through the cloud right here, breaks through it right here, would have sold, and we would have been making a lot of money right here. So you cannot actually monitor every market. You can just choose like 5 or 6 or even 1 or 2 and monitor it in whatever time frame that you wish. So this is it. It breaks through right here. It breaks through right here again, and then you would have taken your positions and ride this trend right up to here. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. So this jutsu is just so amazing. It is just so powerful. It is just so powerful. This is jump, right? This is jump index. It works beautifully in jump index as well. So it breaks here. Would have taken our sell and ride the trend right here, right? It breaks again here. Would have taken another sell and ride it right here. It breaks again here. Would have taken another sell, just like that, right up to here, right until we see something like this. So it came up, it didn't break this cloud, so we would have taken our sell again right here. So that is just how the jutsu is. It works on every market, it works on every single fucking market. Now this is US oil, right? Price came down and touched, break through this lower band, it break it, remember, it has to break it. Breaking it means that it has actually reached its limit, right? It limits, the move can no longer continue. It has actually swept all the liquidity that it needs to reverse. That is what breaking it means. So right now we had another break here, making us to understand that the reversal has started. So we actually got into this trade. I took this trade, so I got into the trade right here, and I opted out of it right about here, right? So that was a beautiful trade. If you see right here again, we had another break right here, and then we had another break down here. We would have taken this one, we would have sold right up to here. So the same thing happened here, this break, and then it sold right up to here, right? Same thing happened there, right? Now, all right, so guys, that is just all I wanted to introduce to you, and this channel is built for this particular jutsu alone. You will be seeing much of how this jutsu is being used, how I use to take trade, how I use it to analyze the market. I have just shown you one entry time frame and how I take my entries, but I need to also show you how I can actually write trends for days, for even weeks, you understand? So I will be doing that as time goes on. I'll be dropping videos on how I use this particular jutsu of mine to actually take trades, swing trades, day trades, scalping trades on the 1 minute, 5 minutes, the 15 minutes, as you have seen, 1 hour, 4 hours daily time frame, right? So I'll be showing you all of those things as time goes on. So this is just the introduction of this particular jutsu. I hope you like the video. I hope this particular jutsu finds you well. Please subscribe to my channel so that you keep up to all the latest videos I'll be dropping. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Please don't forget to like and comment, subscribe. See you next time.